I'll start by asking, it must have been bloody lovely to shoot a film in Paris.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it was a November in Paris, and it was lovely weather, and and we shot it more or less in story order. The first shot of the film was filmed on Eurostar, and the last shot was the dancing in the cafe at the end. So the whole experience was just sublime.
Did that really help you to shoot kind of in story order, to catch the kind of progression of the the along the way?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a huge help, and can't always happen like that. But this was a film where Roger Michell and Kevin Loader, director producer, had the kind of control over it because it's low budget, because they know each other really well, they've collaborated a lot in the past. They just know how to make the kind of film they want to make. So we weren't carrying loads of equipment all around Paris or having trailers that had to be moved. We could move pretty quickly and easily, so we shot it quickly and easily.
And we had a almost entirely French crew, apart from the sound department and makeup. And wherever we stopped filming at lunchtime, wherever we happened to be in Paris, the French production had organised a wonderful restaurant for us to go in and have the plat du jour, so we all had quite a lot of good French food as well.
Being a French person working in Paris, it was great.
And initially, I found the character of Nick more sympathetic than I did of Meg. And by the time, as the film progressed, I felt it balanced out. How important was it for you, Lindsay, that was the case?
Essential, yeah, essential. I think for me it's enormously appealing to be in a very grown-up film about love and long relationships, and to play a woman who can show everything about her character, her situation in life, and show it pretty honestly. So yes, she's angry and she's acerbic, and I think people sometimes find that difficult to take, and it's true, Nick is a more sympathetic character. But in the end, I think, the main thing is, do you believe these characters? And I believe both of them, and I believe the relationship, and so eventually it's not a question of winning people round. I want to win people round. I just want to make the situation believable. But I don't think you can say, well, she's right or wrong, or he's right or wrong. It's complicated.
It must be wonderful for you both to receive roles like this, to have so much depth to them, because I imagine, sort of the older you get, the roles like this become less and less, kind of frequent.
In a way, but the roles like this haven't been that common ever. I mean, they're not. There's a shortage of really good writing film scripts around, and this is superb one. And it's but they're not all. They've never been that prevalent. You've had a lot coming.
Or they've been age-related in the way that it's something to do with, the dying of the light, and maybe illness or life closing down. And this is about people who, of course, are a very long way down the line, but they still want lives. They want to do things. They want to be recognised as the individuals they are, and possibly
they still feel quite young, don't they?
Yeah,
I mean, they've
definitely.
still got a bit of sort of zest and want to go to Paris to have that fun that they had before. But they've changed and Paris has changed, but they still want it.
And could you relate to them at all? I mean, obviously not to too far an extent, but I mean, were you able to kind of find certain aspects to the relationship and to their personalities that you could really kind of relate to?
Hugely, yeah. I mean, I think that's what drew us both to it, and the recognition. I mean, we're both in quite long relationships anyway. And we recognise the honesty of Hanif's writing and the accuracy of his observations about people who have been together for a long time. And that's a very attractive aspect of it.
Yeah, they do feel, they feel real. I mean, obviously they're in many ways miles away from us, So if you ask actors about how much they relate to people, you've got to remember that we are actors. And actually, one of the things in the story is that they're struggling to find their jobs satisfying or even bearable, and we're talking about a job we've just done which we absolutely loved. So there are differences, but yeah.
Because Nick gets disillusioned when, I think it's when Jeff Goldblum's character kind of assumes that he's got everything he needs in life. And I was wondering, can you identify that as actors? Because I think people can quite just sort of assume, oh, you're an actor, you're successful, everything must be fantastic for you. Are you able to kind of identify with that aspect as well?
Life's always difficult in many different ways. It's not a bed of roses for anyone, I don't think. But as an actor, you're always playing parts that are quite distant from yourself. Tedious if you could only play actors.
And you're both sort of incredibly busy. I mean, we can see, obviously, Lindsay, we see you in About Time and Last Passenger coming up, and Jim, we've got you obviously not only in this, but we've got you in other projects coming up soon. I think Closed Circuit, is that right? And others. I'm just wondering, it must be fantastic that you're still keeping so busy. Is that how you like to be?
Yeah, I'd like to. It's nice to get as many options as possible, and then you can choose which and take a bit of time off for as much as you want.
Live life.
We don't like to work all the time by any means, but it's nice having the option.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Much appreciated.
Thank you.